know, side control, as great as it is to get 3 points, it's not super easy to stay there, right? So we want to make sure when we get there, he's not like riding a bull and going buck wild, and now you're having to deal with that too after everything else you just did. But if he does still have energy, mine didn't go anywhere. So I'm ready to deal with that as well. So either way, we're ready to deal. Okay, so now let's look at setting up those little details. All right, I'm here, I'm in that basic knee cut position, okay, and I'm dropping. So now let's set things up. This chin position in the hip crease is going to be what dictates kind of the length. So that will help set up the length, because you guys are gonna see if someone's shorter, if they're taller, you're gonna have to adjust. But this is a very good anchor, okay, to set up the rest of it. So my chin is here. All right, it's also important because Lucas's first line of defense is obviously going to be to try to move my head. So being locked into that hip will help. And then my under is basically going to be squeezing into my head, which means he can't push me down. All right, that's creating a wall that's eliminating that defense here. Right, so I'm here. Okay, he can't turn it down and he can't push it down because his leg is there. The next thing, obviously, is gonna be this arm. And if you've seen me fight, I do give this arm up, but I don't teach that, all right? I'm very flexible. So we need the bicep to be attached to the thigh, because if he can't move my head, the next thing Lucas is gonna look to attack is that Kimura on the far side. Not really to finish it, as we know, Kimura is kind of one of those positions that's used more to transition rather than to submit. So I have to eliminate that also, because that can kind of mess up the whole position. So that bicep needs to be attached to that thigh. Okay, so my chin is in the hip. This arm is more so you just want to make sure you're strong with it. If you have the grip on the pants, that's always good. Anytime we can grip, it's good. And now my bicep is attached to the thigh, and I'm just holding on to the inside of Lucas's groin or his thigh. Okay, now I'm teaching this on my knees, but I will never, ever, ever be on my knees. Because the next important thing is Lucas can't get his knee back. Right, I always like to talk about concepts in jiu-jitsu. And as I was saying at the beginning, if you take one thing away, whether it's technique detail or a concept, you got a piece of your puzzle. And there's times in jiu-jitsu where it's like we kind of have to throw technique out the window, and it's like, okay, what makes sense here? If Lucas can touch his elbow to his knee, he can recover his guard. So that's a good thing. If you're having a hard time with something, okay, if he can't get elbow to knee, he can't recover the guard. So that's the next thing we're gonna look at, all right? So not only are my arms tight, I'm on my toes and I'm pinching either on or above Lucas's knee with mine. Now from here, everything in jiu-jitsu is about leverage. So if he has an angle with his leg, he's gonna have a lot more options. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna eliminate Lucas's leverage. And I'm gonna walk his leg straight out of the hip. When do we ever see anyone do anything in jiu-jitsu with a straight leg? Never. Like never, never, takedowns, anything. Okay, so we just got rid of one of his legs altogether. Okay, so now I have the leg straight. My legs are still pinched, and notice, as I walked, I didn't open my legs. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break the hips. Okay, this now only gives Lucas that direction. He still can't go there because I'm holding him, but if I do back step or whatever, he can only go that way, so he's also giving me the back. All right, so break the hips. Now I'm gonna windshield wiper the leg and step underneath. Okay, turn a little bit. This part here is very different than what people are used to. Also, it's unnecessary. Okay, yes, you can go right to side control, but if I pass Lucas's guard, what do you need to be able to hip escape? Your feet on the floor. So physically that sucks, but mentally, he's like, I can't even hip escape. So right there, it's like, bye, batteries. All right, so I'm here, I break the hips, I rotate, I stack this leg. Look how I'm literally stepping on the ground. okay? And now from here, the first thing I need to do is deal with this arm, because there's reverse triangles, there's weird things from here. All right, so I take this out. Now we have both legs. So again, yes, I can go to the pass, but it's gonna be way worse for Lucas, for me ending in side control if I start from here, okay? Because I'm mentally, physically defeating him, and then we can move into our side control, all right? So again, I'm in this normal knee cut position here, okay? I'm just kind of being friendly with my grips. I'm gonna open up Lucas a little bit, and again, I'm turning my back, and I'm dropping that shoulder to the sweet spot. And notice how as I drop the shoulder, I'm already connecting. Now I'm gonna pinch, walk, 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 walk that leg straight out of the body, break the hips, windshield wiper, create that tabletop. Arm out, collect the second leg. Move into your side control. Okay, one more time. Tight. Bicep attached, chin in the anchor. Pinch, above or on the knee. Walk and squeeze the legs straight out of the body. Break the hips. Windshield wiper, tabletop. Second arm out, no hip escape. Side control. Yes? Let's try it. Okay, 1, 2.